What's up, guys? Randy Orton Fan 2011. This is it, guys. This is the season finale. The season finale of the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series. Only one will come out on top as the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series champion. So this is the final race of the season. We're at Homestead-Miami Speedway for the Pepsi Next 400. Of course, we got 30 laps of great racing action here at Homestead, and of course, with the season pretty much at an end, well, of course, we are going to crown a champion, but we all know that anything can happen. All four of our final four contenders are still mathematically eligible, so you never know what could happen. Alright, we'll only go through the few notables in the starting grid, and then we'll get to racing. The 24th Seth Cole will start on the pole for the first time this season, the first and only time this season. A great qualifying run by Jennifer Miller in the 83. She will start second. But look who's right behind Seth Cole. That's right, the 43 of Dylan Poteet, our points leader. And for him, he will need at least a 23rd place finish. He'll need at least a 23rd place finish to capture that championship. And right beside him is, that's right, Christopher Martin, the guy who's second in the points. If he could win here, and he's going to need a little bit of help if he wants to capture that championship as well as Seth Cole. That is me. I will start in the 5th position. We have a few newcomers here. Megan Quinn in the 44. She's from South Africa. She will start 6th. Then we have Marina Petrova from Canada in the 91, starting 8th. And there's the final of our final four championship contenders, Red Bell. She will start in the 11th position. Another, not really a newcomer, but a new driver to this car, the 77, Savannah Turner, but we already seen her before. Then we got in the 7 we have Jessica Miller. And I think there might be a few more notables. Yes, there are. The 72 for this race only will be driven by Eric Matthews. And as I can see in the starting grid, there's nothing else. Alright, this is it. The final race of the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series season. Let's do this one more time, guys. For the final time, let's start the race. Let's start the Pepsi Next 400 for the final time of this season with those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
This race here is 30 laps long, so lap 15 will be considered the halfway point. For this race, we're going to be paying more attention. I'm going to be paying more attention to the remaining four championship contenders, and that's pretty much it. I'll be mostly focusing on those guys: Seth Cole, Dylan Poteet, Christopher Martin, and Red Bell. Pace car is going to make that left turn to pit road. There it is. The green flag is in the air, and for the final time, we are underway this season in the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series. Boy, Dylan Poteet not wasting any time trying to go for the lead. Boy, Dylan Poteet's gonna be racing like a champion now. He's got that inside advantage. If he can lead a lap now, he'll only need to finish. He'll improve his position greatly, and yes, he will. Dylan Poteet will lead the first lap, and that is 2 huge bonus points. Now for him, he'll need to finish at least 24th to capture the championship. Oh, these guys are going really fast on this track. You don't see speeds this high at Homestead. But looks like it could be a battle between Dylan Poteet and Seth Cole, as Dylan Poteet leads lap 2. But pay attention to another of our championship. Oh, we got trouble! Oh, we got trouble! Oh, look out! Look out! Oh, many cars up and over. The caution is out, and it's a race back to the start-finish line. And Dylan Poteet's going to lead the field back to the start-finish line. So the first caution of the race is out at lap 3. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at what brought out the caution. Stay tuned. Alright, here's what brings out our first caution of the day. Here you see the 47 of James McLeod and the 31 of Alexander Jones battling for position. And then James McLeod's going to slide up the racetrack. He's going to get into the left rear of Alex Jones. And then that's going to cause a lot of cars to go up and over. You see the 18 of Justin Perry gets a piece of it. Looks like the 91 of Marina Petrova. Tough break for her. Oh, and then the 83 of Jennifer Miller. Ouch. She goes up and over end. Oh, and then the 39 of Red Bell. Oh, no. The 39 of Red Bell bounces off the wall. And that's bad. There go one of our championship contenders. Tough break for the 39 of Red Bell. It looks like she will not win the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series championship. Let's take another look at that. You see that James McLeod and Alex Jones were battling for a position, and then somehow James McLeod was unable to steer, and then that got Alex Jones loose, and then that collects a few other cars. You see 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 5 cars sustained heavy damage in the first caution of the race. Tough break for Justin Perry. Well, it looked like he could have contended for the win. Tough break for Jennifer Miller, who started second. Fell way back and then just flips over. And then we had another spin. Looks like we had another spin. We had another spin farther up in the pack. And it happens, well, hold on. Right here, James McLeod right again. Oh, wait, never mind. That's Savannah Turner. Something happens to Savannah Turner. She's going to bounce off the outside wall. And she's going to go around for a ride. And then the 44 of Megan Quinn with nowhere to go. 72 Eric Matthews is going to get involved. And the 84 of Alex Tanker might get a small piece of it. Also trying to find the 9 of Charles Jackson. Might have got involved. Oh, hey, actually, he gets through it. Good job on Charles Jackson. Also on Billy Vertinen and the Aussie Paul Winterbottom. Also, Plant looks like he made it through. So did Michael Dawson and Matthew Rodriguez. And then it collects a bunch of other cars in the process, or process if you're from Canada. I mean, they say process, whatever. But then you see there you see the 44 and 72 get turned. And then the 42 of Jake Baskinger is just going to run into the 25 of Jake Cole. And then the 16 Dylan Young somehow spins out. I don't know how he did. There it is, right there. Right there. Dylan Young's going to get hit by the 77 Savannah Turner. And then he's going to go sideways. He's going to get the 4 of Marco Rossi sideways. And then as well as the 94 of Dougie Shears. Man, huge wreck. And then the 06 of Joseph Lombard's going to run into the 29 of Joshua Perry. So a lot of cars taken out in 2 different wrecks. Just like that. And then they raced back to the start-finish line, and Dylan Poteet would end up leading the field to the start-finish line. Alright, so that is what brought out our first caution of the race, and we'll be right back for more. Stay tuned. Pace car's giving us the 1 to go. Dylan Poteet's the leader, followed by Seth Cole, Trent Dunham, Christopher Martin, and Pichu London. That is your top 5. Pace cars hit pit road once again, and the green flag is back out in the air for the restart on lap 8. Dylan Poteet has currently led 7 laps. He's led all 7 laps up to this point. Here you see Christopher Martin battling Trent Dunham for the 3rd position. Dunham's not going to give it up easily, but Seth Cole's going to be stuck on that high side. Christopher Martin's 2nd in the points. He sure could use a good finish here, but he's going to need to beat Dylan Poteet. Dylan Poteet will lead yet another lap. Well, you don't see speeds this high at Homestead. I mean, we've only seen speeds go around like 190 at the back end of these straightaways, what I've seen in real life, but 200. I mean, you don't 210. How about that? 210 at the back end of these straightaways. You don't see 210 miles per hour at Homestead-Miami Speedway, but it is possible in the game. As Dylan Poteet will lead yet another lap. Dylan Poteet's still the leader. Trent Dunham's moved up to second. Pichu London has moved into the third position. Christopher Martin and Seth Cole fallen back to fourth and fifth, respectively. Here comes Christopher Martin onto the inside of Pichu London for the third position. Dylan Poteet has stayed clean throughout this race. He has led 10 laps now. See, a few of these cars are well behind the rest of the pack. Obviously, they're just racing for. Most of these guys are just racing for position. As we can see on the leaderboard, the 39 of Red Bell is pretty much out of this one right now. So now we are down to 3 championship contenders. As Dylan Poteet has led yet another lap. Boy, Dylan Poteet, he surely is showing how to race like a champion in these early stages of the season finale. But there's Christopher Martin right behind him in second. Trent Dunham in third. Pichu London back to fourth. Seth Cole still in the top 5. Jessica Miller is having a good day. She's in sixth. Matthew McMurray's in seventh. And then we got Ashley Young and Aaron Williams battling for the 8th position. And Courtney Wilson and Andrea Jimenez battling for that final spot in the top 10. Man, Dylan Poteet, you gotta give him credit, guys. I mean, he came all the way. He was pretty much on the fence for most of the season as he leads another lap. Dylan Poteet was pretty much on the fence for most of the season. I mean, 6 races into the season. I mean, I didn't even think that he would be in playoff contention, but then all of a sudden he surged with a bunch of top 10s, and he was able to hang on to that final spot in the top 10 to capture a playoff spot. And he barely made it to this. Then he barely made it to the second round, and then all of a sudden he got his first top 5. And then he pretty much just surged on that. He got 2 very critical wins at critical points of the season. Now he's the points leader. As we reach the halfway point in this race, Dylan Poteet can lead this lap. Yeah, that will be huge for him. But Trent Dunham's on the inside. He's going to try and take the lead away. You know how much Trent Dunham wants that lead. As we see in the leaderboard, it's going to be Trent Dunham leading at the halfway point. So he spoils Dylan Poteet's chance at more bonus points. But Dylan Poteet's strong on that outside line. Trent Dunham has now cleared Dylan Poteet for the lead. Here comes Poteet back to the inside line. Boy, these guys are sure racing like champions now. Christopher Martin's still in third. Pichu London in fourth. Seth Cole still in the 5th position. Trent Dunham has led another lap. They're pretty much single file here from the top 8. The top 8 are single file, and then it's a battle for the 9th position between a bunch of the field. Trent Dunham has led another lap. Come around 12 to go this time. For Dylan Poteet, as long as he stays in 23rd or better, he will capture the championship. But even better, if he beats Christopher Martin and Seth Cole to the line, well, that will be much sweeter. And he can even make it even more valuable with a big win. But he's got to pass his buddy Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham's going to come off turn 4. He's going to lead his 6th lap of the race as we come around with 10 to go now. This race has been very good from start to finish. Well, up to this point already. I mean, let's take a look at some of the guys near the back of the pack. Pretty much battling for position at this point. There's Seth Cole, still in the 5th position. Peach London in 4th, Christopher Martin 3rd. Dylan Poteet still 2nd, and Trent Dunham currently your leader. We come around 8 to go now. Trent Dunham still the leader, but Dylan Poteet still the championship points leader. As long as Dylan Poteet sees Christopher Martin and Seth Cole in his rearview mirror, he will be completely fine. We see these speeds are going really fast here at Homestead. And you don't see speeds like this here that fast on a 1.5 mile track. Across the line, we come around with 6 to go now. Trent Dunham still the leader. Dylan Poteet still in 2nd with that championship lead. They're going to come around with 5 to go now. They come around with 5 to go. We still have not seen a caution, as now we see a bunch of cars pretty much single file at this. A bunch of cars are single file. Oh, we got trouble! We got trouble on the backstretch. Oh, it's the big one. It's the big one. That pretty much might end the race. Maybe. Because now they're going to race back to the start-finish line. It's Trent Dunham leading the field to the start-finish line. Well, a lot of cars got involved in that one. We'll take a good look at that as we go to a break. We'll check out what brought out the caution. Stay tuned. Alright, here's what brings out the second caution of the race. Here you see these guys going 4 wide. You see Andrew Jimenez, Alex Tanker, Austin LaPlante, and Alexander Dawson running 4 wide. And then the 26 of Jimenez is just gonna, well, let me see that. Let's see that again. No, it's actually Alex Tanker in the 84 who gets into the right rear of Andrew Jimenez, and then that collects Austin LaPlante and Alexander Dawson along for the ride. And then Jake Cole and Courtney Wilson are gonna go sideways. And then a good amount of the field near the back is gonna get collected in this. There you see 07 of Paul Winterbottom gets a piece of it. The 06 Joseph Lombard gets involved. Oh, how about that? The 00, Aaron's Dream Machine of Phil Jones. He made it through. And if I can get a better view here, it looks like 11 of Luke Walker made it through, and the 12 Connor Breton makes it through. 21 of Billy Vertzen is able to avoid damage. Now let's see how many cars got involved. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. Another big wreck here. And that's what brings out another caution. So a 9-car pileup brings out our second caution of the race, as Trent Dunham has led the field back to the start-finish line for the caution. We'll be right back for more racing. Stay tuned. The pace car is not giving us the 1 to go, so as I got a word from NASCAR, they are calling the race right here. They are going to call the race. And this story pretty much tells you everything. Trent Dunham, who got eliminated at Talladega, come out huge with the race win here at Homestead. And Dylan Poteet, that's right guys, Dylan Poteet is your Season 1 NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series champion with a second place finish in front of everyone, all the other all the remaining championship contenders. Christopher Martin had a chance at that championship, but he'll end the season with a bang in third. Pichu London ends the season with a real bang. He ends up finishing fourth, a great top 5 run for him. Seth Cole had a chance at the championship, but couldn't stay up near the front. He ends up fifth. Jessica Miller, great top 10 run for her in sixth. Another good top 10 run for Matthew McMurray in seventh. Ashley Young coming up with another top 10 run in eighth. Jack Richards, a good run for him in ninth. And James McLeod finishes the top 10. So that is the race right there. Trent Dunham is your race winner. He wins the Pepsi Next 400. And Dylan Poteet is your NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series Season 1 champion. As we go through the rest of the finishing order, of course we have the 48 Christopher Martin finishing third, 6 of Pichu London fourth, the 24 of Seth Cole fifth, the 7 of Jessica Miller sixth, the 1 of Matthew McMurray seventh, the 17 Ashley Young eighth, the 2 Jack Richards ninth, and the 47 of James McLeod. That is your top 10. Then we go through 11th through 20th. We have Rachel Williams, Ryan Cooper, Aaron Williams, Nicole Sanchez, Courtney Wilson, Phil Jones, Luke Walker, Connor Breton, Billy Vertinen, and Marco Rossi. And as we go through the bottom half of the field, we have Jake Baskinger, Matthew Rodriguez, Dylan Young, Eric Matthews, Savannah Turner, Joseph Lombard, Charles Jackson, Andrew Jimenez, Joshua Perry, Jake Cole, Austin LaPlante, Alex Tanker, Michael Dawson, Dougie Shears, and then the 8 cars that ended up finishing with a DNF: Alexander Dawson, Paul Winterbottom, Megan Quinn, Justin Perry, Marina Petrova, Red Bell, Jennifer Miller, and Alexander Jones. That is your finishing order. So congratulations to the top 2 in this series. The top 2 finishers in this race. Trent Dunham, of course, ends the season with a bang with his 4th win of the season. He ends the season with a true bang. And Dylan Poteet, man, you got to give it to Dylan Poteet. I mean, he wasn't even close to playoff contention 6 races into the season. 6 races into the season, I didn't even think Dylan Poteet would have a chance at the playoffs. But then all of a sudden he surged with a couple of top 10s and some consistent finishes, and he pretty much dominated the rest of the season. Then he managed to hang on to the top 10 after the race in Hogzilla Speed Park in Atlanta, and then pretty much in the first round he almost got eliminated in the first round, but he managed to hang on and make it to the second round. Then he got his first top 5 in the second round, and then third round he gets his first win, comes up with some consistent finishes, and then in the final round, he wins at Road America, finishes the runner-up at Homestead, and he is your champion. Congratulations to Dylan Poteet on being the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series Season 1 champion. Well, it's been a great Season 1 in the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series, and I still got more. Coming up. Of course, Season 2 will be I'll give you a reminder. I'll give you an update video on when Season 2 I will record Season 2 and everything else with that. Of course, I will also tell you which drivers are eligible for the Butt Shootout, of course, and then we will get going with Season 2 of both the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series, the NASCAR GameStop Cup Series, and then Season 1 of my Elite Series. You don't want to miss that. Alright guys, it's been a great season. It's been a great Season 1, and we hope for an even more epic Season 2. This is, for the final time, this is your NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series League President, Kevin Rabinall, signing off. This race has been brought to you by the brand new Pepsi Next. Real cola taste with 60% less sugar. Pepsi Next. Stay tuned for your final season standings. And congratulations one more time. Congratulations to Dylan Poteet on being the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series Season 1 champion.